Yo everyone, Trunks here, and I want you all to do me a quick favor and subscribe to Silverpone. You won't be sorry. Well, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. Anyways, I've got some training to go do. Yo, Goten!
What's up guys, Silverpone here, and today I wanted to talk about Xenoverse 3 and address some of the things that I've seen online about the game. Now, as you guys may know, DreamCon just happened recently. It was Friday, I don't remember exactly which day, but I'm going to put it up on screen. It was Friday through Sunday, I believe, and it just ended a couple of days ago. And with DreamCon, there was a Xenoverse 3 panel there, which is crazy to me. RDC, big ups to you guys, man. That's crazy. You got like a Bondi sponsor there. I don't know if it was a sponsor, but I mean, hey, Xenoverse 3 panel was there, and people got to play the game early and see what the game felt like for them in comparison to Xenoverse 2, you know, amongst all the gripes and opinions online about people not liking the game. So people got to play the game hands-on and see for themselves about, you know, what the game's talking about. And a lot of people that I've seen play the game all kind of say that the game doesn't play like Xenoverse 2, which is, you know, it's not really super surprising considering that there's like a 10-year gap in these games. Xenoverse 3 should have a lot of new things incorporated that make it feel completely different from 2, but still kind of having some of the elements from 2. Now, I've seen, you know, Seerex and Rhymestar talk about some of the opinions beforehand, before the DreamCon panel, and they also believed that, you know, the game, it's not perfect, but it doesn't look like what people were saying. A lot of people said the game looks like a copy of Kakarot or Battle of Z or whatnot. The game is its own entity. It is a Xenoverse title, but it does take elements from these other Dragon Ball games, which you can see, like the Kamehameha that we saw in the gameplay reveal looked like it came from Kakarot, okay? The whole game doesn't look like Kakarot, but that one instance of that move looked like it was from Kakarot. Now, Battle of Z, I don't really see the comparison. I don't know if people were just saying that to say that. The game looks a little bit... I'm going to say way better than Battle of Z. If you just look at some of the gameplay, I'm probably showing it on screen right now. It just looks a little bit, it looks way more fluid than Battle of Z. And it looks like it plays more relative to a Xenoverse than something like Kakarot as well. Now, where I will agree that, you know, it takes some elements from, you know, different games, it takes a lot of elements from Dragon Ball The Breakers as well. Like we've seen the soul change mechanic, which is kind of like the transfers, and Dragon Ball The Breakers. And they also have a lot of customization in that game. Now, I was one of the people talking about how Breakers had like a massive, you know, clothing shop. I think their clothing shop got updated like every 2 weeks or something like that. There would always be new clothes in the shop. Some clothes would go away and they bring in new ones. And those two games, Dragon Ball The Breakers and Xenoverse 2, were linked together. So it led me to believe that, you know, the next game, because they weren't bringing the clothes into Xenoverse 2, so it had to be Xenoverse 3. It made me believe that Xenoverse 3 was going to have a lot more customization, because I saw all the clothing items incorporated in Breakers, and I was like, these games are linked, man. They're going to use these clothing items for another game. And I think we're going to see the return of a lot of those clothing items in Xenoverse 3. And Xenoverse 3 also, in some of the new gameplay that we've seen, the CACs vary a lot. Like there's like fat body types, there's like small short body types. Like the game is going to have a big array of different characters, which is going to be awesome. So that in and of itself is cool. I think where a lot of people were flustered with the game was the combat showcase, which was through PvP, the Parallel Quest, the PQs. And a lot of people had gripes with the PQs, thinking that like, yo, this looks kind of like bad. And to me, it didn't look bad. It looked like Xenoverse, like I said earlier. But, you know, it does look like there can be some improvements in the combat. One of those things being like the timer for Super Saiyan and the soul change as well. There's 2 timers for those. I don't know why they brought a timer in for Super Saiyan, because going from Xenoverse 1 to 2, Xenoverse 1 had kind of like a time limit on the Super Saiyan mechanic, but it was your ki draining. Xenoverse 2 got rid of that, besides Super Saiyan Blue. So your ki didn't drain unless you had that form. And it just seems kind of odd for them to make that decision. Because, I mean, you think about things like raid quests and, you know, parallel quests. And there's some missions like that where you just want to spam like ultimate attacks to get through it really fast. And it kind of sucks that it looks like we're not going to be able to do that anymore. Now, there is a ki charge, and I think that does like shorten your cooldown. In Xenoverse 3, when you're charging, it like shortens the cooldown for one of your supers. I don't know if it works for your ultimate attack. So you might be able to get it faster, but it's not going to be on the same level as Xenoverse 2, like with all the spamming and stuff. Which is a good thing for PvP, but like I said, for raid quests and parallel quests and stuff, kind of sucks because you won't be able to replay those missions fast or, you know, do the same thing you could in Xenoverse 2. There may be a way, Xenoverse 3 may be playing differently in a way where, you know, you won't need to spam super attacks and ultimate attacks. Maybe your character just gets so completely busted that you don't need that stuff anymore. And we know they have fighting styles in Xenoverse 3, so maybe that, you know, boosts your character somehow. I don't know. We're gonna have to see. Like, the thing is, we haven't seen enough of Xenoverse 3 to really have like solid opinions on it yet. We've just seen like a little taste of it. And I do remember, like, in the Xenoverse 2 showcase, I think they changed a lot of stuff that we saw in that from going into like the official game, because I think there was a survey they put out where they were asking people like, hey, what would you want to see in this game? What can we fix, balance, yada yada yada. And I was taking place in that survey back then, and they listened to the survey and fixed a lot of issues that a lot of people had. So maybe they might do the same thing for Xenoverse 3, and maybe they might bring back a survey and people can list their opinions and things that they think should be, you know, touched up on and can look better going forward for the future of Xenoverse 3. So it's not all said and done when we saw the reveal. There's still room for the game to be, you know, updated and stuff. So yeah, voicing your opinions is a good thing, but I think that we need more, like, you know, Xenoverse 2 players that like played the game a lot to really give like a good solid opinion on what's different in the game, for that to be the case. And still the casuals matter as well, because, you know, you want to broaden the horizons for Xenoverse and bring in like more people to play the game as well. So there's that. So you do want to have it to where, you know, it's friendly for beginners and whatnot, but you also want to have it to where the people that have been playing Xenoverse for all this time still feel comfortable. And I think that they will do that. I think it will end up okay. I'm gonna stay like, you know, optimistic for this because I don't want to doubt them. Xenoverse 2 was a great game. It lasted for so long, and they have the formula right there to make it last for Xenoverse 3. So I'm confident that they'll make the right decisions here. But yeah, we just need to see some more people like Syriax or Rhyme Style like get a hold of the game and give their opinions on it. I don't know if Syriax and Rhyme Style went to DreamCon, because I'm thinking if they did, they would have played the game, and maybe relatively soon they might have like a opinionated video coming out about Xenoverse 3 about how the game feels to them, which you guys should check that out, and I'm gonna check that out as well because I'm interested to see their opinions on it. It would be cool too if like Xenoverse 3 had like a playable demo that released for everybody, and then that way everyone could kind of get a feel for it. But that might also add to the hate because people would probably try to meme on it as well. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of sit here today and, you know, address some of the things that I've seen online, and it might have been kind of scattered throughout this video, and that's my bad if it was. But thank you guys for sticking through the video to the end here, and let me know what you guys think down below as well. Do you guys think that the game looks good? What would you change in Xenoverse 3 as well, if you could? But yeah, let me know down below. As always, thank you for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and hit the notification bell if you want to, of course. And yeah, man, stick around for more Xenoverse 3 content from me. I'm also planning some more content as well. I want to do another video on Jump Force, playing Jump Force in 2026. So I need to do that video soon. Hopefully you guys watch that one too. And yeah, peace.